Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and today we're going to take a look at the Flashpoint Aquaman. And speaking of Flashpoint, y'all, what do y'all think about that new Flash trailer that just debuted during Super Bowl, man? I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I want y'all to check out my reaction, but definitely let me know in the comments and definitely check out my reaction video to that Flash movie. But yeah, definitely check that out, folks. Also, there is a new Aquaman Page Puncher Wave that dropped as well. I'm excited about that one overall. That Aquaman, I wish they would have went more of the non-bearded shortcut route with that Aquaman. Yeah, we're getting another bearded, long-haired Aquaman. The Aquaman looks pretty cool. The standout for me, and I believe for everybody, because he sold out, is Black Manta. Definitely like that Black Manta. Ocean Master looks really good. The Aqua Lad, I really wish they would have went the more of the Young Justice route with that Aqua Lad. I don't like the look of this Aqua Lad. I'm hoping that we still get a different version with the more Young Justice route. I like that one. Every time I think of Aqua Lad, I think of the Young Justice Aqua Lad. That Ocean Master looks phenomenal. So really, overall, that wave is pretty cool. I will say that. But yeah, Black Manta is a must for me. But definitely let me know in the comments, what do you think about that new Page Puncher Aquaman wave? That looks pretty interesting. But here we have the Flashpoint Aquaman, which is a part of that year-long Build-A-Figure wave, which will ultimately build Cyborg. Now, recently we had yet another reveal from a figure that's going to be a part of this wave in the form of the Project Superman character. Now, that one looks pretty solid as well. I thought that maybe he should be a little thinner, though he still looks pretty cool, So we got Project Superman that is revealed. So we got two more figures that have yet to be revealed from this upcoming wave, or this wave that we have. I'm guessing we're going to get maybe that Wonder Woman that this Aquaman was at war with in that Flashpoint story, and we may get another Batman. McFarlane got to insert another Batman. I don't know how he's going to do that, because we already have the unmasked Thomas Wayne, and we also have the masked Thomas Wayne Batman. So I don't know how he's going to pull that off. We'll see who the fourth character is, because we know the next upcoming one is going to be Wonder Woman. We're going to get an alternate version of Wonder Woman. But let's get back to this Flashpoint Aquaman. This Flashpoint Aquaman is pretty interesting. He definitely ain't your Super Friends Aquaman. This is a very different Aquaman. And if you're thinking of what is he talking about when he says Flashpoint? If you're not familiar with Flashpoint, Flashpoint is a story which involves Barry Allen, the Flash, who goes back in time to prevent his mother's death. And by doing that, he creates another reality, which is called Flashpoint. And in this world, Bruce Wayne is killed, and his father becomes Batman, and his mother becomes the Joker, which is really, it's a crazy, interesting story. And then, you have Penguin, who works with Thomas Wayne Batman, as well as Commissioner Gordon. He stays the same. And, everything's a little different. The world is different. And then you have this civil war between the Atlanteans, led by Aquaman, and the Amazons, led by Wonder Woman. And their war pretty much destroys the world. So it's an insane, interesting story. And this is one I wish they would have given to Zack Snyder, because he would have thrived in these, this non-standard DC Universe characters or a world. This would have been a nice alternate take that he could have really did a good job on. But man, very interesting story. But this is that Aquaman from that universe, and he's a very, as you can see, he's a very angry Aquaman. But this Aquaman does come with a few accessories. All right, first up, we have Aquaman's vintage Trident, decked out in all gold. I like the overall design and the detail for his Trident here. You gotta have a Trident if you're gonna do Aquaman. So we have that here. So it really looks good overall here from top to bottom. All right, so we got that. All right, we have Aquaman's collector's card here. It looks like Aquaman is angry, and he's getting ready to go to war with the Atlanteans. So it's about to be on very soon. And then on the back, we have Aquaman's data file. Then here we have Old Reliable and the DC Multiverse display stand. And last but not least, we have pretty much the the bulk of the cyborg's body in the upper torso and the little bit of the leg areas or whatever. So we have a lot of the cyborg with this Aquaman figure, which is pretty cool. So gives you an idea of how big this cyborg figure is going to be. So I'm really excited about this. Been wanting a cyborg figure. We're going to get one as the year goes on. So this is going to be interesting, folks. Like the design, the detail throughout this thing looks really cool. The colors, got the little cyborg emblem here. You have his neck. Got a little nub legs here. So yeah, this guy's going to be pretty tall, I imagine. So it's going to be interesting to see the rest of this figure as all this unfolds. All right, so we got that. All right, now that we've taken a look at all the accessories and everything, let's take a closer look at the king of Atlantis and the one who's pretty much is going to destroy the world, a Flashpoint with this war. I'm going to say this. I like this figure more than I thought I would. He looks better in person than he did in the promo images. And that's why I've learned to never judge these figures from their promo images for the most part. And there's some figures that just look bad, whether it be from the promo images or not. But this one here looks better in person. I really appreciate the textured detail and the design that took place within his face sculpt. His face sculpt looks magnificent. I love just the detail overall. He has a scar that runs underneath his eye. I love how they added a lot of shading around the areas of the eyes and the face. I don't know if he's been blasted in the face. It looks like he took a blast to the face that left this, this little, black areas around the eyes or whatever. It looks like he either took a shot to the face or like he got hit by, something sword or something. But they wanted to give him just more of a battle damage look, and they really pulled that off very well. I like that. He looks angry, mouth open and everything. A lot of people, compare him to Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem was like a off, I guess a poor man version of the G.I. Joe Duke character. He looks like Duke from the, he looks like General Hawk from the original G.I. Joe comics. That's what he looks like. Again, I can't get over the face sculpt. I really like it. Again, the detail, the tension. He looks angry. He looks like he's barking, some battle orders after being blasted in the face or hit in the face with a weapon or whatever. He looks like he mad, y'all. He mad. And again, this ain't your Super Friends Aquaman. So this is a very different Aquaman. I like the darker color palette that they're utilizing for his scale armored chest. This resembles more of a darker, more different Aquaman. So we're not getting that light paint deco with this Aquaman overall. We got maybe a darker palette here. This looks like more of a darker, this is like all black. It looks like all black pants. So we're not getting the green classic Aquaman pants. We're getting all black here. I like the gold, the trimming that's going down the legs. I like that. The color palette that's utilized for the belt, that really pops out. I like the detail there. You have the vintage, Aquaman Atlantean emblem here on the belt. So the overall, I like that. I like this right here, the Atlantean crest that's on his little shoulder arm here. I like that. So I like the gold trimming that's utilized throughout the costume, here around the neck, here on this little harness thing that he has. I know I'm going to use the wrong terminology for that, but, I like that. The trimming here around his fin gloves, that looks really good as well. I like that, the trimming there. Here, I like the classic fins that are on his calf here. It looks really cool overall. Now, one of the highlights of this figure here that I really like is the fact that he does have this little sheath for his trident. That's something that we've never gotten with the Aquaman figure. So I really appreciate that. I like that. So let's test that out. So we have his trident here, and you would just take that and you just place it, and you have to kind of play with it because it's a little tight. But if you get it like that, you kind of get it in there. You place it in the sheath, and he's able to house his trident here. And I like that. I really like that. I like that idea that they gave this particular Aquaman. So maybe we'll get that with future Aquamans. Who knows? I know the Page Puncher one, I don't think he has this, but I really like that idea for this Aquaman here. And again, this guy looks battle ready. He looks like he's ready to go to war and everything. So I really like that overall. And the overall design and detail of this figure looks really cool, man. I like him. he's different. I'm always open to different, incarnations and of these characters. And I love the Flashpoint story arc. Now, in terms of articulation, this figure is going to have the standard McFarlane articulation. Nice articulation here in the arms. He does have butterfly joints here. He does have that bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, nice extension in the elbows, nice articulation in the wrist area, so no problem with that. Nice articulation in the head. He can go all the way around with no problem. He can look down with ease. He can look up with ease with his mouth open like he's shouting to the skies. And then he has nice articulation here in the waist area. He can go all the way around. No problem at all. Just that vintage McFarlane toe articulation. Nice articulation in upper torso area. Can go all the way around. Has that rocking as well. In terms of articulation in the leg, he does have double jointed knees. Can go all the way back here. That fin kind of prevents it from going any farther, but that's cool. And then he also has nice articulation in the foot area. Nice up and down. He has some rocking here. So overall, he has solid articulation. You'll have no issues articulating this angry Aquaman figure here. And overall, really solid figure that I get to add to my DC Multiverse collection. That whole Flashpoint story arc always appeals to me. And I most definitely look forward to putting together that Cyborg figure. That's the most exciting part of this whole wave, is the fact that knowing that I'm going to get a Cyborg that I get to put alongside my Justice League or within this whole Flashpoint, world that they're allowing for us to create. I definitely look forward to that. I have the Reverse Flash. So this is an exciting wave. I really like this wave. I'm liking this wave even more than I thought I would. It goes hand in hand with this figure here. This figure looks way better in hand than it did in advertisements. Getting this figure here, and having him with his trident and just looking at the detail that they place within the space scope, the rest of the costume, the paint deco, everything really comes together for this particular Aquaman figure. And he makes an excellent addition overall to my DC Multiverse collection. And with that being said, we're going to get on to the next, because we don't want to make Aquaman too mad, because he's already mad as it is, folks. So let's let's get on to the next segment and get to it, folks. All right, let's go. And here for comparison, alongside our new Flashpoint Aquaman, I have also from the DC Multiverse line, the Rebirth Ocean Master. Now, I look forward to that Page Puncher Ocean Master, man. He looks pretty tough, man. He looks pretty cool overall. And we also have the Side-Eye Endless Winter Aquaman. Now, as you can see, each character has their vintage trident weapon, though they're all designed differently, which I can really appreciate. As you can see, of course, our Ocean Master figure has his trident decked out in all silver, designed completely different from the Flashpoint and the Endless Winter Aquaman. Now I gotta say this. The Flashpoint Aquaman, for me, has the best trident of all, man. He has a little bit more to his trident that appeals to me. Now, while looking at all three of these figures here together, you can clearly see that they're utilizing the same body mold, which is not a big deal to me, because at the end of the day, we're getting a completely different figure that I can appreciate and enjoy as a part of my overall DC Multiverse collection. And here alongside our Flashpoint Aquaman, I have two very different versions of Batman due to Flashpoint in the form of the DC Rebirth Bruce Wayne Batman, as well as the DC Multiverse Thomas Wayne Batman. And here alongside our Flashpoint Aquaman, we have the McFarlane Toys design Wonder Woman. Now, this Wonder Woman, folks, looks more or less like the Wonder Woman that was seen in that Flashpoint movie. That Flashpoint Wonder Woman. If you haven't seen that Flashpoint animated movie, definitely check it out. It is really good film. This looks like that Flashpoint Wonder Woman that was at war with this Aquaman and the Atlanteans. So maybe this is how Wonder Woman will look more or less when McFarlane reveals the next figure from within this wave, because you gotta believe we're gonna get another Wonder Woman. He always gives us alternate takes on Wonder Woman, but never that classic Wonder Woman. Hopefully we'll get it. Who knows? We might get a classic Wonder Woman reveal tomorrow. The way he drops it, folks. And here alongside our Flashpoint Aquaman, I have also from the DC Multiverse line, the main antagonist of this whole Flashpoint story arc in the form of Ilbathorn, aka the Reverse Flash. Then up next, we have the heroes of Flashpoint, starting with Barry Allen, aka the Flash, or Barry Allen started all this, so he started it, and then he had to fix it all. And then up next, we have the unmatched version of the Thomas Wayne Batman. And here with our King of Seas, we have yet another very different Flash from a different universe, which is called the Dark Multiverse, in the form of Red Death. Now, if you're not familiar with Red Death, this particular Flash is extremely dangerous, yet very intelligent, because he's not only Barry Allen, but he's also Batman. So he's a mixture of the two. So yeah, this guy has a lot of trouble, folks. Red Death. All right, let's get on to the next. All right, folks, that is a wrap. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, I tell you, this Aquaman is a hit for me. I look forward to the rest of this wave. We getting that Project Superman. I know we got to be getting another Wonder Woman. I'm hoping we get maybe something else other than maybe a Batman for that last figure that I feel like we're going to be getting. We'll see. Overall, man, I'm excited for this wave. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment below. Share your thoughts. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you've done that already, I truly appreciate it. Don't forget, folks, I am on social media. I am on Twitter as well as Instagram. So if you have those social media outlets, be sure to follow me. And again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Looks like the battle for the multiverse is on, with the Flash smack dab in the middle with Aquaman, Wonder Woman, the Reverse Flash, and Thomas Wayne Batman. What will happen? I don't know. We'll see. And until next time, folks, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. Same bad time, same bad channel, folks. And until next time, I'll see you in the Flash. Bye for now.